So, how are we all doing? People have been asking me about new build houses and extensions. So I brought you over to one of my developments to see a new build, more or less. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you step by step how to build a house, right from the very base level right to the top. And we're going to be coming along over the next few weeks. We're hoping it's going to take about 12 weeks, top to bottom, start to finish, to build this whole house process, and how you can do the same and how you can self-build. So what I'm going to be showing you how to do is, instead of having to get builders in and paying a project manager to look after the job, where you can I'm going to show you how you can project manage the job yourself, that you don't have to get a building company in, and basically you can save yourself almost half the price of developing a house. So for example, this particular property here, there was a development cost of $350,000 to build the house, but I'm going to build it for about $160,000 all in, and this is a massive house. You could build, if you wanted to do, a 3-bedroom detached house for around about £75,000–80,000, all done complete, obviously plus your land costs. So I'm going to show you stage by stage how to go through. So we're at stage 1 today, which is, we've knocked, if you can look over here, the council have told us that we've got to keep this particular facade in, and we'll have a little walk through the door and I'll show you what the project is. We'll start and we'll go through the front door. Now, there is one thing, when you come to these properties, I'm going to give you a bit of a tip, everybody. I'm going to give you a nice tip. If you are developing your own properties, whatever you do, don't wear nice shoes. It's the worst thing you can do, because they always get messed up. So, all you ladies out there that's got your nice Gucci shoes and what have you, put some nice work boots on. So we'll have a walk through the front door, and as you can see, the council have made it keep this facade up because it matches with the rest of the street. But basically, this is a brand new build house. I'm going to come through the front door. Oh my God. Can you believe how stupid some people are? Put the leaflets through for pizzas. Believe me, there was nothing in that letterbox yesterday. How foolish can some people be? So this is the, obviously there was an old bungalow here before, and this was the floor plan of the bungalow. Quite a small bungalow, 2-bedroom, kitchen, living room. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a 7-bedroom, 3-story house. And this is how you can maximise on space. As you can see down here, we've got the machine going, and this whole area that you see down here is going to be a basement conversion. Well, it will actually be a basement conversion. It'll be a lower level floor. And that's going to be about 9 metres long by 60 metres wide. And down there we're going to be putting a massive kitchen. We're going to put a gym in there, and we're going to be putting some bifold doors at the back, and that will come onto a beautiful patio area and some steps up onto the garden. The next floor, which is the ground floor level, will be all that area around there and all this area up here. And in this area, we're going to create a massive lounge. Obviously, the kitchen is going to be downstairs, and we're going to create some bedrooms down here and a massive cinema room. And then on top of this, we're going to go to that level there, which is just up there, and we're going to be putting another floor. And then we're going to be creating another 2 bedrooms with en-suites and a separate lounge area. And on the back of the property, we're going to be putting bifold doors, and we're going to put nice doors in. And I'm going to show you start to finish exactly how to build this house. When you're excavating a property, there's certain things that you need taken away. So first of all, the biggest thing that when you're excavating the land at the back is the dirt. As you can see, we've got a grab wagon at the back of us now, and the grab wagon's taking the dirt away, and that wagon holds about 20 tonne. And we're going to be getting rid of about 15 wagons full of dirt here, and each wagon is about £200. So that's about £3,000 to get rid of the dirt. But if you want to get rid of bricks and rubble, it's about £180 a wagon, which is about 20 tonne. And it's a bit cheaper because with the bricks and rubble, what they can do is they can recycle that, and they can use that again for people's footings and driveways and all sorts of things. So one thing to consider is that when you do want to dig out, and your excavation is the cost involved in excavating the ground out and also taking the ground away. But for the square footage that you're going to get, it's well worth it. We'll have to watch now because we've got Jimmy behind us coming up with another wagon full of dirt up the path there, and we'll go around now and we'll take a look at the footings. So let me explain the process to you of exactly how it works. As you can see, what we're doing is we're creating a completely new level for the house. Before that was the ground floor level and there was nothing underneath except there was garden here, and that was like a bit of a retaining wall. What we're now creating is another 15 meters by 9 meters area for a huge kitchen with the bifold doors, which is going to have massive profit onto the house. The finished floor height of this is going to be about 3 meters. The finished head height, should I say, about 3 meters. So what you've got to take into consideration is we still have to take more ground out. So in this instance, we're taking 3.4 meters out because we've got about another 400 mil, which is about 16 inch, of which we need to put a limestone crusher base in, and then we need to put some concrete in on top of that. And then we need to put 4 inch of insulation on top of that, and then we need to put a screed on top of that with our underfloor heating, which will be going on here, and we'll be showing you exactly how to put the underfloor heating in as well. And that's so easy if you want to do that yourself instead of getting a company in. You can actually buy it in kit form. So then that will give us a ceiling height, a finished height of about 3 meters when we put the base in. So what we also need to do with this particular property is we need to do some underpinning. Now then, sometimes you might see houses at the auction or houses that you can't, that you want to buy for cash that you can't buy on a mortgage because they may have a bit of subsidence. And what that means is sometimes you might need to do some underpinning, and that scares an awful lot of people off. And it scares people off because they think, oh, underpinning, how difficult is this? But we're going to show you how easy it is to do the underpinning. So we are going to leave it at this particular height, and next week we've got the guys coming round to do the underpinning, and you'll see stage by stage how they do the underpinning. And what that will do is that will secure all that wall across there, so it'll give it some security that when we build on top of that, it's going to hold it nice and firmly into place. Then what we're going to need to do is we're going to be digging out here, because obviously the wall's going to be carrying on from this side here. We're going to be going down to the 3.4 meters as we are with this, but only this time we're going to be going a little bit deeper, putting a trench around here, and that's going to be putting our footing into place. So when you are building a house, remember, it's like building a Lego set. You start with one thing and you build on and you build on and you build on and you build on. The first thing you've got to do is you've got to dig out. Then you've got to put your foundations in and your footings in. We'll show you how to do that as well. And then you need to put your drainage in. When your drainage is in and your footings in, then you can put your finished floor level in, and then you can start, when you've got your footing in, you can start building up. And you're going to see stage by stage how we're going to build this property up. Let's come back next week and see exactly where we are, and if there's anything you're interested in, building a conversion, how to do footings, how to do underpinning, then keep tuned to this channel and we'll show you how to do all these things yourself.